And with their most recent album, they also topped the American album chart as the second Swedish artist ever, the only other one being Ace of Base. Let me guess, was that... Oh... Let me guess. Take two, let me guess. Was that... All that she wants is another baby. Even Iron Maiden, their most famous album, the most famous song, Number of the Beast, was them dipping their toe into the idea of Satanism for subject matter and ultimately for commercial gain and glory. Let's not forget that. The main guy behind it all recently performed in front of Queen and will perform at the final Black Sabbath concert. Right, so this is the meat and potatoes now. He says, Meliora, 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 Meliora. Meliora is a little darker and heavier than their most recent music and is generally considered to be the best album. Also interesting fact, they banned smartphones at their concerts this year. Iron Maiden have done a recent thing, but I saw Rod Smallwood, Iron Maiden's manager, already berating the fans saying, look guys, we banned smartphones so you couldn't like leak our performances and leak the set list, but you've already ignored our ban. The point here is, anyone who watches The Prisoner, the old Patrick McGowan series from the 60s, or has read 1984, knows that there's no point, or prohibition in fact, in America, no point banning anything, because the general public don't give a shit. Church organs, theremin, spooky, Vincent Price era Michael Jackson, kind of synthesized choir vocals, so it's conjuring up images of old horror films straight off the bat in the first few seconds. Okay, chugging guitars. I've literally never heard a single second of Ghost ever, so bear with me. Coming in with massive sounding drums. I would assume that the drummer of this band is into Creatures of the Night by Kiss. This sounds like, I don't know what you, I'll have to do some research to see what year this is. This sounds like a song off, this sounds like a Blaze Bayley era Iron Maiden song. It does. I see what you mean though. For a band that looks so, like, an attempt to do that like scary Slipknot thing. This is melodic, Iron Maiden-esque rock and roll. But like I said, recently, when I actually finally listened to Slipknot, I didn't find them all that heavy either. War of the Worlds, War of the Worlds. That sounded like War of the Worlds. Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds. So, okay, because I like to compare one thing to another thing. First song, Iron Maiden mixed with Devin Townsend. Right, okay, we're coming in what I would say heavier here. To me, driving the bass forwards, pushing the drums back. Let's just listen to it. You have the power, you wear the crown. I mean, he's even mentioning a pit. There was another Roger Corman era film. The Pit and the Pendulum. This is like a little mix of Black Sabbath and Metallica, isn't it? When they go a little bit acoustic. Whoa! Yeah, it still is very Metallica. With those synths though. Those synths, they sound very Severance. Listen to that. Cerise, can you hear the rumble that's calling? I know your soul is not tainted, even though you've been told so. Wow, this is a straight ahead song, isn't it? I don't like his accent on this song. It sounds weird. It sounds a little bit country hick. Upon returning to Stockholm, they had a very lavish, stupid sort of procedure. In a large studio of multiple people coming in and going or just hanging around, of which he said, on one hand, you think it's good for morale to do that, but no, it wasn't in the end. I mean, now, come on, have some. How can it be a good idea to have people milling about? It was bad enough for the Beatles. They had one woman milling about, but it kind of broke them. Unless I suppose you're Jim Morrison, and by people milling about, it means that you get given head while you're singing the song. Okay, so we got a picture. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. See that? That's pretty cool. I'll put it there. That's pretty good. I quite like that in unison. Da, 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 da. Everything together. That, and that. Da, 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 da. rock ending. Yeah, this is quite classic. You could almost have this as something of No More Tears era Ozzy Osbourne. You will find that in the fight. Madness and Duran Duran mixed with the Eagles. The world is on fire, and you are here to stay and burn. Funeral pyre. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that was lovely. Oh, that was so lovely. What a strange combination of styles on one album. Going from Metallica Megadeth to absolute adult-orientated rock, middle of the road. How strange. I would never have thought a band called that looks like Ghost would sound like Survivor. Dance Macabre. What a strange. I just want to be with you all night. This is Survivor. Listen to this. This is an 80s rock song that Sylvester Stallone would have picked for like Rocky 3, Rocky 4. What a mishmash of sounds. I quite like that. I can see now why a band like that would support Iron Maiden, or would play with Iron Maiden. Yes, okay. Thank you for that. Keep the suggestions coming. All I can do is react and f it all up.